Looking for some new cool Aussie game creators and games to check out? This weekend marked PAX 2022, and although I couldn't be there in person this year, I was definitely there in spirit and online, browsing those indie games looking for something to share with you all. Here are 5 that I think you should check out next time you head into the PAX Rising section before PAX 2022 ends. Hi, I'm Vic. I'm a content creator here on YouTube and also on Twitch, and I love indie games. I get super excited whenever I can get my hands on a new indie game to try out. When I find some awesome ones, I just can't help but want to share them with you. Before we get into the games though, if you like to know exactly what you're getting before you buy, I do a lot of indie game reviews and demo playthroughs on this channel. And if that sounds like something you would like, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button for any more of my content. So this little video is a little extra one I've come up with because sadly I can't be at PAX 2022 this year, and as a result I'm unable to meet all the awesome indie developers down there. My main reason, bar catching up with friends, to head down there in the first place. So call this my love note to all the Australian indie game developers that are down there at PAX Rising this year, and that you should check them out if you are in Melbourne for the convention. Okay, the first one I want to share with you is called Repeller Fella. In the Repeller Fella demo, you play as an agent who has been hired to, well, I guess you could say, remove a person? The demo has you reach the area on a flying car. I mean, it is set in the future, so that's no surprise. The thing that I enjoyed most about this demo was the fact that it gave you 3 different ways to approach how you were going to remove said person. If landing on the ground and running in guns a-blazing is your choice of gameplay, well, you can do that. If you prefer a more subtle, sneaky assassin-style gameplay, you can do that too. They also allowed for a more balanced gameplay where you could call for backup. Me, personally, I preferred the sneak-in approach. I am much less likely to die in those instances, and things are much less likely to go wrong. Normally, anyways. The game gives a genuine Aussie feel, from the normal Aussie lingo to the typical Aussie ads. While they were a bit tongue-in-cheek, it definitely took me back to watching old ads on the TV as a kid. So you can see they used old typical Aussie ads as inspiration. I struggled a bit with the hacking and it took me a while to understand what I had to do. Unfortunately, with the hacking, you only get one try and then it's game over, find another way. So that wasn't great for me. The game boasts 120 different options to choose from and multiple endings, so you know that is going to be my jam. You can definitely see that it has been a labour of love. If you thought Australia was a dangerous place the last time you saw it, you ain't seen nothing yet. And if you want to try it out on Steam, they also have the demo up during Steam Next Fest, so I'll pop the links down below for you to check that out. Another game I got to try the demo of was Empyreal Dreams. Empyreal Dreams is a 2D physics-based platformer. You are a small ball-like avatar for Amber, who awakes after a long slumber to find her sisters missing. Each level has 3 separate things to achieve, from wings for those who want to speed through it and get in there before the par of each level, a sun for those who just finished the level, and a moon for those who collect the moon throughout their playthrough of the level. Some of the times on this was incredible. One level in particular had a par of 11 seconds, and yet some people were getting just over 5 seconds to finish it. I mean, like, wow! The thing that I liked about this, and it reminded me of other games that I know some of my friends play with their communities, was the fact that you could not only design your own levels, but you could play levels that others have created. This means that people in your community could make levels for you to try to complete. The music was beautiful, and every time I hit a particular part of the level, a different music sound would come out. It was really relaxing, and I enjoyed it a lot. The challenge was fun for the demo. I'm not sure how long I would play it for in the long run because it's not really a game that I normally play, but I do know a lot of friends that I will be recommending this to. If you would like to wishlist it when it comes into early access on the 18th of November this year, you can go to the Steam page, which will be in the description below. If you are looking for some silly fun, then have a look at Box Night. You are now part of the important Council of Janitors, a long legacy of box knights who fight different creatures within the office at night. What was a normal office was tainted with toxic workplace, turning everyone into horrible creatures. What was great about this was how each creature had their own quirks. I mean, one I met had a ranged attack that would fling poo at me. I don't know what happened at his office to have him fling poo, but it was funny nonetheless. It wasn't hard to get the hang of the controls, and zooming around the office was a lot of fun. My favourite weapon during the demo was the spiky spear of stabbing. I loved flinging it across the map at the creatures, especially after getting a whole slew of drones following me. I loved the reward system. It really made me want to play more. If you visit Jose, he gives you all kinds of rewards. The quests were a great incentive to play the game. I wonder if the developers will be wanting to make this into a changing system so you can continue to achieve different things after playing it for a long time. I loved the upgrades. Visiting Donnie the life coach opens up a whole slew of different things that you can get, and it really helped make the combat a lot easier each playthrough. The fact that you keep the XP and the money you get during a level, even if you don't succeed, was a great thing for me in my eyes, because it helped me level up to get the upgrades to pass the level. Lastly, Camilla with the armor. Some of them were pretty awesome sounding. I didn't get to try all of them this time around, but I mean, who doesn't want to be a banana? The customizations are going to be a lot of fun. If you want to give it a try, they still have the demo on Steam right now for you to give it a try. I'll pop the link in the description below. With so many different games coming out of the indie sections this year, it wouldn't be complete without a gardening style game, right? Lucy's Potager is a game where you play as Lucy, who loves plants, and so decides to open up a shop to sell different plants she grows in her garden. The game encourages you to forage, grow, and harvest different flowers and vegetables. You can buy them from the giant strawberry, which I admit was a little bit bizarre. I mean, here, have some of my children and grow them in your garden to eat. But it was much easier to head out to the different areas on the map and find seeds with the foraging. You can buy upgrades for your garden from I'm gonna call her a troll, to be able to grow more, and there was even an old squirrel at the back of the town where you can buy shop, garden and crafting upgrades. I didn't really get a good look at the crafting because I couldn't seem to place anything in the crafting area of the game. Perhaps that was for another playthrough. The music is very relaxing. I don't recommend playing it if you've had a really long day because it almost made me fall asleep. That's not to say the game is boring, but the music was definitely relaxing. It was a lot of cute fun. If you want to try out the demo on Steam right now, I'll pop the links in the description below. Are you looking for something like Tetris but a little bit different? Check out Topplepop Bungee Blockbusters. In Topplepop, you are an animal-based character, and the world has had a large instance of falling blocks. In fact, during this event, some of the people, I should say animals, have turned into blocks. It's only by matching the blocks of the same colour that you can help them become the animals that they once were. You can play with 1 to 4 players, either a solo, co-op or PvP. A time limit countdown means that if you don't manage to save the animals before time runs out, you too become a block. This felt a lot like Tetris, however, linking blocks together was a bit of a challenge because you are bungee jumping. Throughout the demo, there are tutorials. However, I found these more challenging than the game itself because they would kind of glitch out sometimes and I couldn't do what they'd wanted me to do. That said, the idea of this game is super simple and it would be super fun to play alongside friends. It is so cute and I did enjoy it even with the challenges. It was like a refresh of the old school Tetris that I knew and loved. If you want to try this game out, you can try it out on Steam now with the demo, and I'll pop the links down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget I am live on Twitch as well on Friday and Sunday from 6 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time with other random streams during the school holidays. Be safe and blessed be.